So you're a senior, correct?
Yes.
So what has it meant to you to be able to go this far with this team and then only 1 or 2 games left? How much are you cherishing being part of this group?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It's been wonderful to get to play with all these wonderful people. And, I mean, I've played with some of these people since back in middle school. And so it's just been really amazing to get to finish strong with them.
How did you feel last night after the game? I know that you continue to advance, continue to take down teams. How much confidence does that give you that you can beat any team on any given night?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a state of shock. I think we all just we knew that we could get here and we had the potential, but it's just been amazing to see, and we're definitely confident and just still working hard.
A few weeks back, I came here and talked to some of the other girls. We talked about how being kind of under the radar a little bit, the team. Now it feels like you're the target. So
Yeah.
how does that feel? And then have you felt a shift in mentality amongst the girls as well?
I think definitely because, I mean, last season we were kind of just going in. It was like we had nothing to lose. And, I mean, we still have that kind of same mentality this year, but it's definitely different because we proved to ourselves and to everyone that we definitely could make a good run.
What would it mean to you finally to win a state championship, especially with this group?
It'd be amazing. I mean, that's what we're hoping for. So.
All right. When we talked a couple weeks back, I remember asking you guys. It felt like you guys were a little under the radar, and now it feels like you're the target. How have you felt that shift amongst the team?
Yeah, probably. I mean, no one expected us to get this far last year, and now this year, I think it has put a name on our backs.
So it's all about, you mentioned specifically going to Redbird when we talked a few weeks back. That was the most important thing. Now that you're there, how does it feel?
It's crazy. I mean, we're all so excited. None of us think that we've gotten as far as we can go. We all think we can go a little farther. But now that we're here, it's just crazy.
How'd you feel last night after you guys won? How much confidence did that instill in you that you can beat any team on any given day?
Yeah, it gave us a lot of confidence just coming into state, and coming out of that game successful really helped.
What does it mean to be able to do this with your friends? I mean, you're a senior, only a few games left. What does that mean to you?
It's the best feeling ever. I mean, this is like as far as you can go, and now that we're going all the way, I'm just getting the most out of this season with my friends in the sport that I've been playing since I was 7 years old.
What would it mean to win a state championship? How big would that be for you and your teammates?
That would be crazy. I don't know if any of us even thought of that when we first started last year, especially. But it's realistic. It could happen. It's just crazy.
I know it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, but you play Christopher on Thursday. What have you seen from them? Do you know much about them yet?
Not yet, but we've got today and tomorrow to get ready. So.
It felt like you guys were a little bit of the underdog, and now it feels like you're the target. How is that? How does that feel? And then have you seen the mentality change amongst the group?
Honestly, not really. I mean, I feel like we've stayed pretty consistent in just focusing on the task at hand and taking it game by game and only focusing on what's on the court. So I would say we've stayed pretty constant in our mentality and our attitude.
We also spoke about the main goals to go to Redbird, obviously state. Now that you're here, how does that feel?
Surreal, because we always knew we could do it, but we never actually pictured it coming to fruition just because it's something that I don't think any of us have ever experienced before. And especially getting to see our volleyball team go last year, it just feels crazy and so out of reach, but we did it.
How does this feel to be able to do this with your mom? I just talked to her and she was talking about it. You know, it's a different feeling. How does that feel to you?
I mean, it's pretty emotional because she's been my coach since 5th grade, and some of our goals are finally coming to light, and it's really fun to see the both of us succeed. All my family's at every game because they have a lot to show up for, so yeah.
So I guess I'll put you on the spot. If you guys were to continue to win and win it all, is your mom the first person you're hugging, or is it your teammates?
I don't know. That's kind of a tough one. I'd say probably my mom, and then my teammates. Depends. If I'm on the court, my teammates. If I'm sitting on the bench, hopefully not, it'd be my mom.
And then building off that, what would it mean to you to win a state championship?
Everything. It'd be everything we've worked for the past 2 years, the program that we've built. It'd mean the world.
So heading to Redbird Arena, what has been your message to your team all throughout this playoff?
So just, do one game at a time and next play. Really, next play is what we've been talking about. So you're going to get the ball. There's going to be turnovers. You're going to get the ball taken away. You're going to miss shots. next play, and that make every team earn it, right? So we're going to do everything we can and be all in for every play.
We spoke a couple weeks back, and we talked about how it felt like you guys were a little bit under the radar compared to other teams. But now, I mean, you guys are pretty much one of the targets left standing. How does that feel? And have you felt a little bit of a shift amongst the team, just the mentality, or is it still the same?
So I think winning the regional championship against St. Teresa, who we knew was a tough team, we had watched, they were a little bit nervous about. I think since then, the confidence level has gone through the roof. And they're nervous about this next game. You know, anytime you have a 6'2" opponent who has D1 scholarship offers already, you're going to have to, take pause and really plan it out. But I think we're going to have a plan, and they're great at executing that.
The goal is always to go to Red Bird Arena,
yes.
State championships. How does it feel to now finally get there?
Surreal. Surreal. I mean, I think that's what we just kept saying. Like, we'd be on the bus and they'd be talking, all of a sudden someone would say, "We're in the Final Four. We're going to state." And then everyone would scream. So, it's exciting, but I think we belong here, so it's good.
And what does it mean to be able to do this with Ruari?
Oh, words don't explain it. I was reflecting. A lot of people had pictures of their kids and taking pictures with their family. We didn't really have that because I was being pulled in a million different directions. But to finish a game and be able to hug her and to be able to have that moment and then to be able to plan together is beyond words.
Awesome. So you're taking on Christopher, correct?
Yes.
In the next game on Thursday.
Yes.
What have you seen from them so far? What do they bring to the table?
They bring a lot. They are a gritty team. They work hard, and they are known for their defense, and they're a defensive tough team, and that's what we usually like to be. So I think that it's going to be pretty evenly matched, I hope, in that way. They do, again, have some height that we are going to struggle a little bit with, and then they balance it out with some outside shooters. So it's going to be a major, major test, but I think we're up to the challenge.
A few of your key players are seniors, so no matter win or lose, there's only one or a couple games left.
Two, no matter what. Yeah, that's hard to talk about. I don't think any of us are ready to talk about that yet. They're my first team, right? I came in last year. We've been through a lot together. Their families talk about it. We are like a family. We sometimes fight. We get in trouble. People get angry. I make mistakes. They make mistakes. But the bond is incredible, and I know that these memories that we're making because we're getting to go to Redbird is going to make it even that much greater and harder at the same time.
And finally, what would it mean to win a state championship?
Oh, I don't know. I can't even fathom it. But, St. Thomas more small, right? People have to choose to come to St. Thomas more. And we want to be great stewards for the school community. And so I think we've done that. Our fans are great. Our students are great. And now they know, like, I have 11 kids above a 4.0 grade point average who will do everything they can to win. So I think it'll be great for the school and for us. Yeah.
I mean, I'll add another question. You talked about the fans. What has it been like seeing the student section kind of travel and be loud? I've seen them be loud here.
It's great. Our first games here last season, we had probably 3 students who were siblings in the fans, in the stands. So it's been great. And I don't know, you probably don't know this, but baseball season, right, started yesterday, and the very first thing they said when they lost their basketball game and knew they were going into baseball was, can we have practice in the morning because we want to make sure we get there to cheer on the girls. And so to have that kind of camaraderie is pretty phenomenal.